Hey, what up? It's Mike. Um, just making a video of my sand muller. Just the progress that I've done so far. Excuse me. It's the flange bearing that I made. Didn't bother to machine that. What I did was add these stabilizing angle irons, one on each side, welded to the back leg. I added a pillow block bearing. I probably should have added a set screw over here to help support the gearbox. Back up a little bit. Get a view from under it. That's the coupler and two 5/16 bolts going through it. I probably also should have added a washer over here so this can butt up against it. This end isn't perfectly 90 degrees flat to the side of the coupler. I'm not sure that I don't think that's going to make a big issue at all. This pulley is from my gingery lathe. It's an extra. It's about the thickness of the belt. It's only temporary. It's not made for this type of belt, so I had to put it on the lathe and try to cut a V shape to it with the compound. It's tough to get a good view at that. Just so the belt could sit on it and get some pull on the pulley. And what else? I changed the position, the orientation of the motor. This sheet metal came out like 5 inches or so. The motor was attached to the sheet metal upside down, and there was a pulley at the end, and the belt went around that pulley. Problem was the muller was off balance, so if I walked into it with some moderate, like a moderate pressure, the sand muller could have fell over or something. And it probably didn't help too with vibration. I added these hinges. Better view. I self-tapped the hinges onto the angle iron. I cut them so they could actually fit. I'm probably going to cut this off too. Welded them onto the bracket. Actually, I wanted to weld them a little bit more, and I didn't get that far. And drilled through this piece of angle iron and put these tensioner bolts to tension the motor so the motor goes up and down. Got one in the front as well. The nuts keep it secure. And I don't have the mulling arms welded yet. These mulling arms that I have, they don't seem to come up. They don't seem big enough and come up the wall of the sand muller enough. That's what it seems like when I look at other pictures like Pete's or George Von Torne sand muller on his pictures as well. So I decided to cut new blades from an older furnace. The ones that I cut went to the cutting line. This one goes all the way to the welding bead, so they're going to be larger. They're going to ride up the tank more. So it'd be more mulling blade to mull sand with. To be honest, it's tough to see how big Pete's is in his video, but I'm assuming his are a bit bigger. I think he has a picture of his on his thread. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start up the machine so you guys can see her run. She's a bit loud, louder than I'd like her to be, but I can work on that. Maybe put some dampening like rubber on the feet or something. Just gonna plug it in. I also have to add a switch to it. The belt probably needs a little bit more attention. I used a stopwatch and counted how many times this, let me get a better view, this end touched that end, and I held this secure because this part's obviously going to rotate. And I'm also going to put a cap over this. I already have a piece that's almost perfect for that. I just have to turn it down a little. And I also have to put a pin over here. I'm not sure if I should put it up here or put it down more. I think up would be better because the sand won't go in it, but down more would be better for torque reasons, I was thinking. Yeah, so I turned the machine on. I used the stopwatch for 1 minute and counted how many times that mark, this end, would hit that, and I got 38. So machine turns around 38 revolutions per minute. So I think I shaved off 2 revolutions with that pulley. This is the only setup I could get to work with the belts that I have and the pulleys that I have, because most of my pulleys are made for 5/8 shafts, and I have like 2 or 3 pulleys that are for 1/2-inch shafts. I have plenty of belts, it's just they're not the right size. But yeah, that's my George Von Torne sand muller. Hope you like it, and have a good day.